guys, Jessie here from Tonkadale, and this week we're talking about some new indoor plant arrivals. Fall is in full swing, and a couple of these have really great color that kind of complement your fall decor inside your house. We have to start with this one because we all know how much I love bromeliads or bromeliad-like plants. This one I have never seen before, which is very exciting. It's called Pineapple Red, and it's a type of bromeliad. And you can see here, it's got so many chunks and so much growth, but look at how pretty those leaves are. Now, bromeliads can tolerate bright and direct light to almost a low light situation. They don't like to be overwatered, so let them dry most of the way down before you re-water them. Its way of propagating is by having pups. So you can see these little pupperinos in here, and if you're really adventurous, you could cut them off and then plant them in a smaller pot. So check that one out. Another new arrival is the Whalefin Sansevieria. Yes, we've had this one before, but it is back, and look at that fin. This is a coveted one. This is the variegated Hindu rope Hoya, and isn't he or she so sweet? Look at how cute those leaves are, all curly and variegated. These are gonna like medium light, a fairly dry soil, very good drainage, and lots of air movement. And eventually it will get a flower. Now, with the Hindu rope and the variegated Hindu rope, you gotta make sure when you're watering, you're checking out all those little cracks and crevices, rinsing them out, because that's where the buggies like to hide. So just be proactive in scouting and treating your Hindu rope. We have a few really great new aglaonemas, and at first I wasn't a lover of aglaonema, otherwise known as the Chinese evergreen, but I'm learning to love them because they are just really wonderful performers in the house. I have the chocolate aglaonema in my bedroom. It's an east-facing window where I keep the blinds shut most of the time, just because for privacy's sake. My husband's like, the neighbors don't want to see you in your nightgown. Anyway, this one's really cute. It's called Pink Dalmatian, and just no two leaves are going to be the same. I've noticed with these, it really tolerates drying out very well, and it will put on new growth kind of every time you water. So I probably don't water mine more than every 2 or 3 weeks. I know I'm a naughty plant mom. It is in a bigger pot, so the smaller pots I would do a little more frequently, maybe once every 2 weeks. So we have the Pink Dalmatian, and this one is gorge. Golden Papaya. Anything with the name golden is right up my alley. So, oh my God, look at it. I mean, it's almost like mimicking the leaves of a caladium, but so much easier to take care of in a Minnesota winter in the house. Not many pest problems on these. If you're watering them and washing down the leaves regularly and shining them up with leaf shine, you're not going to have really any pest issues with your aglaonemas. This is Ruby, and these are in 5-inch pots, which we don't get a lot of 5-inch pots. Usually it's 4-inch or 6-inch. These are in a 5-inch pot, which is kind of nice because it opens the door to some different containers that you can plant them in, and the height is really great. So a big chunky pot on the bottom. Oh my God, it looks like a caladium. If Uncle Jesse saw this plant, he would say, have mercy. All right, these are both in the Tricolor family. This one is called Roeo Tricolor, I believe, and it's super cute. This one's gonna grow more upright, and this is the purple Tricolor, and this one is going to trail. These are super easy to propagate. You can just pinch any of the stems and put them in water. Really tolerant of all conditions in the home, and aggressive grower, that's for sure. So 2 cuties right here. Yeah. We just have a few of these left, maybe 3 or 4, but the Tahiti Philodendron is back, and this one is super cute. It's a trailing philodendron, does a nice job of that. It's kind of a quick grower if you have it in enough light, and the new growth is really cute and curly. The one thing I have noticed with the Tahiti Philodendron is they are a little bit prone to spider mites, which might be surprising, but they don't get it on the underside of the leaf, they get it on the top of the leaf, which is different than where you would usually find spider mites, was on the underside of the leaf. So when you're watering, just make sure to rinse leaves. Check out the top sides of the leaves. Looks for kind of that dusty pattern because that indicates like spider mites or spider mite eggs. I want to talk about leaf shine again because in a sense this is like an aerosol oil, and we know like using horticultural oil or neem oil is a great way to suffocate pests. So if we're keeping our plants clean and shiny, we're going to deter or ward off some of those pests and insects, especially spider mites, which can be so hard to get rid of. So I'm a huge advocate for leaf shine. You can't use it on every single plant. Read the label, and if you have questions, just let us know. We're really excited to have this 6-inch Swiss cheese plant back in stock. This one is in more juvenile form. See how the leaves are really long and thin and kind of not quite as thick and waxy as they tend to get, but as it gets older, it's gonna toughen up and thicken up and develop just really pretty fenestrations. So put this one in a bright indirect light situation this winter and watch it grow. Philly B is back. We have the Philodendron Birkin, and unlike our last shipment, this one has really nice striations or variegation. I think with every new leaf, you're just going to be surprised with how pretty the variegation is on these leaves. There's all these cute little curly air roots too. Fuzzy, fuzzy. Got a few cactus to talk about. This one's cute. It's called the Powder Puff Pincushion Cactus. It's in the Mammillaria cactus family. And look at how cute that is. This one is ready to just burst with excitement. It's got pretty pink blooms all ready to go. So in a bright sunny window, keep it really dry. It looks like I want to just pet it, but don't do it. They look soft, but they're not. This is the Peruvian Cactus, kind of a smaller form. We have the larger size as well. This is a really affordable way to get started with the Peruvian Cactus, which is really hot on the plant scene right now. It's the Cereus peruvianus, and it's seriously cool. On cactus, I used to say, oh, cactus are perfect. They don't ever get any pests. What you need to look for on cactus is what's called scale. And scale on cactus looks different than scale that you might see on like a lemon tree or like a fig tree, etc. This is like gross to talk about, but the scale on cactus looks like lighter in color. It's more congregated in sections, and it's nasty. So watch for that on cactus. Keep it away by dusting and washing your plants. If you do happen to get it, a little toothbrush with some neem oil. I hate talking about bugs. It's so disgusting. I mean, it's a fact of plant life. It happens. We got to talk about it. We got to normalize the conversation about pests on plants because it happens, but we can treat them, especially if we're scouting and we're caring for and nurturing our plants correctly, watering them at the sink and wiping and washing them down frequently. You're really going to eliminate a lot of the problems you may have in our warm, dry houses moving into winter. All of these plants are available to order online for curbside pickup or local delivery, with the exception of the Tahiti Philodendron, because we just have a few. You can email us, hello@tonkadale.com, if your preferred method of shopping is curbside pickup. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at Tonkadale.